Ballet, white walls on the wheels like mayonnaise. Dope. My crew is ill, and all we need is two good wheels. Got gas in the tank. Cash.
Welcome to In the Sulky. Jimmy Marohn Jr. has joined us, and when you're driver of the week, back-to-back weeks, you deserve a seat right here, Jimmy. How's 2017 going for you so far?
It's going great so far. Got off to a good start. You know, I get to race here every night, freehold every day. Every once in a while I get to go over to Yonkers, so I'm trying to keep myself busy, and I can't ask for anything more right now.
Okay, we're going to look at all 9 assignments you have. Let's start with the first. With Majestic Sunset, it's been favored last 2, but a maiden, 0 for 7. 3 straight driver changes. Now it's Jimmy Marohn. What about Majestic Sunset?
I've actually been in the races with this horse the past couple weeks, and he's had a lot of late trot every week. Looks like he made a mistake last week. I talked to Bobby a little while ago about the horse. He said he got a little jammed up in the first turn. He says if you could get him through the first turn, clean, he's pretty confident this horse tonight.
Okay, second race, you are 9 to 5 on the morning line with Hot Pattotie. A lot of driving for Team Harmon. Post 3 comes off a nice effort at 3 to 5, 1 to 5 before that. What about this?
She's a solid claiming mare. She can get off the gate good, and she finishes okay. She's raced here a couple times before, and she's raced well, and I think she's going to be pretty good tonight.
Okay, you have Hall past Helen, another favorite, race 3, number 7. Now, here's a 4 to 5 winner, a couple starts back, but last time out she bumped into a 55 and 4 mile. What about Hall past Helen tonight?
Last week she had the outside. It was an off track, and she doesn't really like that. She's in with a group tonight I think that she's pretty competitive with, and I'm expecting good things at her tonight.
436 wins last year, 3.5 million. Those numbers are very impressive. Are we planning on, the obvious answer to this is yes, but can we add to that total in 2017?
You're always trying to, you're trying to get as much work as you can. You're trying to get as many opportunities as you can. You just hope that you could take advantage of everything. And, everything has to click with what you're driving and who you're driving for.
Okay, let's switch over, if we can, to race number 4. There's Jimmy Marohn on the screen. A lot of visits to the winner's circle, 13 so far, right up with the drivers, leading drivers here. Whatagamble is 3 to 1 on the morning line. Now, $87 from a couple $100,000. He cashes every week, but he's been racing on off tracks. So 4th race, number 7, what about Whatagamble for Mike Watson?
I think he's actually going to benefit tonight from the track being good. He's another horse that's been pretty solid the past couple weeks, and, the connections told me to give that horse a big shot tonight. Okay,
turn over to race 5. Guess what? 5 to 2 in morning line and Jimmy Marohn. PL Houdini. Now, a 155 flat winner on December 9th. I think this is your first time driving in a while, but he's done a little bit of a disappearing act since that win. What about tonight?
Tonight, I think he's going to be a little closer to the action. He actually is a classy horse. I've driven him a handful of times between here and Tioga, and I've always gotten along well with him.
Okay, 6th race. Guess what? 5 to 2 on Jimmy from post 9 with our Cullenscrown. Now, did this horse win because of the trip last week, or did he win because he was the best?
It was a little bit of both. The trip worked out great. We actually didn't want to put him on the lead last week because he's been on the lead a handful of times in the past month, and being in the 2-hole last week really worked out well.
Jimmy Marohn's father drove here years ago at the Meadowlands, and he was one of the participants in the Roosevelt Meadowlands Driver Challenge we had here. And then lo and behold, Jimmy goes and wins the Driver Challenge at Tioga back in 2013. What was that like?
Oh, that was out of this world. It was a 2-day event, and you were going against the best of the best. You have to have a lot of luck on your side, and horses have to race good. But it's something I'll never forget.
And you're doing it. Nobody can say you didn't do it against the best drivers. That's for sure.
Yeah,
you're all there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn to race 7 for number 3, Jarnac, 7 to 1 on the morning line. Now this is the 6th straight driver, different driver. His veteran mare has money, but she's not real reliable at the betting booths.
Yeah, no, she might not be, but tonight it looks like she'll be up close. She likes to leave and sit. That's her game. And just if she can get out late, I think she'll have some pace finishing.
Okay, 8th race, number 2, Detroit Rapper. Everything was the same last start. Post 2, speed mission, just missed. Any reason to think we can go all the way tonight?
Yeah, I think he can go all the way. The last time that horse raced, it was one of those brutally windy nights here, and it really wasn't a good night for the front, and the wind was in his face finishing. I think tonight it could be a little different.
Okay, let's switch to the 9th and final race. Man, we'll be live for 7, 8, 9 and SNY, but here's a horse who's 0 for 40 last year. But you know a little bit about Oakmont. Tell us about Oakmont here. 9th race, number 1.
Oakmont's a fast horse. You know, he's had a lot of unlucky things happen to him on the racetrack for the past couple starts, but he's a horse that holds a lot of speed, and if he can get involved and, you know, something can go his way, I think he could be right there.
What is Jimmy Marohn's schedule looking like coming up in the next couple months?
The next couple months, you know, the schedule's going to, you know, it's busy now. I think it's going to get busier between here, Freehold, and when the Poconos opens back up. I plan on going back there also.
Okay, so is there anything different in schedule-wise between 2016 and 2017?
No, I think I'll be at the same tracks. I'll be between here, Poconos, you know, Tioga on Sundays, and, you know, probably doing as much sire stake work as I can.
Okay, well, let's get ready for Jimmy Marohn $1 Beer Week. That'll be next week. Right now we're doing the Brett Miller one. So, Jimmy, thanks for stopping by. Back-to-back driver of the week. Good luck tonight. Lots of favorites. Maybe we'll see you in the winner's circle.
All right, thanks for having me on.
You got it.